Away from family pressure, let's talk about social media stroke peer pressure. Hey, we are there. These ones of our parents, they are not even past. Let's remove them from this matter. We are there. We see the pressure every day. Every day there's pressure, both for guys, for ladies. You see someone on social media just bought a car, my new whip. Hey,
Then you're even still figuring out how to get bold.
hey, your secondary school classmate, in fact that your classmate was the one coming last in class and you were the number one first. Now that person has a new whip and then you're just trying to figure out your life. Do you understand? If it's in, let me take my country Nigeria for instance, someone can be 30 plus, you are not even yet in the university because you are still trying to write exams to pass and all that. Meanwhile, maybe this person's parents has the money, they've taken the person abroad, the person at school doing well, you are still back home struggling. You are the same age range, oh, that person is okay, even married with kids, you've not even started figuring out your life.
Think of marriage.
And you're seeing those people on social media, your parents are seeing those people, you are seeing those people. How, see, at a point, let's be realistic. When you see that you're with someone at a particular stage, let's say your primary school, your secondary school, and at a certain stage you see that almost all your classmates, they are doing so well in a certain area, maybe they are getting married, maybe they are establishing themselves career wise and all that, and you are still struggling to get there, you feel some certain way at a certain time. So by how do you think we can manage such situation? Because it happens. You might be doing good career wise, but another person will be doing good family wise. The person is settled. You might be settled family wise, and another person is doing well career wise. So how do you think we can
Am I even
handle
doing better career?
marriage? Oh, everywhere. It's like their life is just perfect.
Yeah.
So how do you think we can manage such pressure?
Honestly, it's hard.
Hmm.
It's hard. You're happy for them. I
Yeah.
won't lie. You're
Yeah.
happy for them, but you're jealous inside.
Hmm.
Because you see people doing better than you that maybe you expected to even be on the same level. Let me not even talk about the different levels. Let's say you're on the same level as them when you started out, and then it's like they figured out everything. And sometimes when you're even in a career and all of that, but you don't even know what you want. As at that point in your life, and these people are doing wonderfully well. Social media will not make it easy for
At
you.
all.
Every day you are seeing them, they are doing. Charlie, no, it's hard. Honestly, that kind of pressure. Sometimes unless you put off, you log
go
out
on
of
social
Instagram.
True.
I think you have to tell yourself. Well, let me say, I keep telling myself every day, we are different. All the fingers are not equal. I am happy for them. I am not them. I don't even like to tell myself my time will count because or let's say I have developed this notion for myself where being at peace is the most important thing in my life. So I look at myself right now, how much better can I get in a few years? I'm working towards that. Am I at peace? Am I happy right now? Yes. Do I wish I was like them? Sometimes. But really, I don't know what they are handling, where they find themselves. So that's what I use to calm myself down, or let me say take care of the jealousy that comes along with that. And then again, I say jealousy, but then let me say positive jealousy.
Yeah,
I'm
not the
happy.
negative
I'm
one, yeah.
happy for them, but I wish I could do better for myself.
Yourself.
It doesn't mean that I hate them or
True,
I wish
true,
them
true,
bad.
true.
I wish them to even excel even more than they are, but it's a bit painful. I mean, some of us don't admit it because we make it, or the society makes it seem like you're a bad person for you to think that, oh, I should be doing better for myself, I should be like them. What are they doing that makes them even better? Even sometimes we begin to say that they are sleeping around or they've done fraud or something like that. Some of them is very genuine.
Yeah.
But our paths are different. They are going that way. Probably, I mean, that's what God wants for them. Maybe your life is different. Maybe you're supposed to go through this path and then meet other people, and I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know, but tell yourself that you're good.
Stagger.
For me, I think this particular kind of pressure, the way you manage it depends on how you've grown up. Okay, everything you've picked up whilst growing up, your experiences, everything you've seen, everything you've heard. The reason I'm saying that is because if you grew up with the notion that, right from infancy or I mean, when you get to adolescence, everything that someone has, I mean, you want some. Okay. I mean, you see somebody the DB. If you say somebody is a DB in Ghana, like their parents are
Oh,
well to
okay.
do,
Yeah.
they have the best of lives. Okay. So you walk to school, they always drive them to school and back. Okay. When you see that, you want that, you wish you had that sort of life. If back at home your parents don't instill that, I mean, sense of contentment in you, you grow up with
Mm,
it.
mm,
Because it's basically like you're just not okay with what you have. If you're okay with everything you have, you will not be pressured by social media, to
mm,
be honest.
mm,
You will see it, you would want to, I mean, wish you were there. But to be pressured to, I mean, to follow those things with everything you have so that you get it, it won't happen to you if you are content with what you have. It happens mostly because of poverty. Okay. Back here in Africa, I mean, most people are poor.
mm,
So the kind of life that your parents you wish they would give you, you don't get it. And when your parents don't provide, I mean, the things that, let's say, every child would wish to have when you're growing up, it means you are growing in poverty. Okay, like
mhm,
for a want of better expression, you are growing in poverty. When you get to a certain stage, these people that you see on social media having their new cars and going on trips and whatever, you realize that these are people that you grew up with.
mm,
Sometimes you know that these guys didn't have anything. They didn't have, I mean, rich parents or
mhm.
whatever. But
Yeah.
today, they are at places that you can bet that you could have even made it there before them. When you start asking yourself, or when you start having those thoughts, I mean, that is when you realize that you are not okay with what you have. And if you're not okay with what you have, what you do is you work for what you have.
Mm,
Okay, you put in the efforts to, and you're not, I mean, you don't answer to anybody. If you feel like for you what you can afford is an i10 car, and that is what you are genuinely working towards, so then you see somebody's Benz, and because the person is your friend, the person used to be your best friend, now the person doesn't even
look at you
see
cry.
himself, then because of that you now feel so depressed. No, 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 Charlie. I mean, you're not content
Mhm,
what you have.
mhm,
Being content is not like you are content because you know, no, this is what me I can afford.
mhm,
Okay, there are people who are rich, and those people, theirs is choice. It's not contentment.
mm,
Like Warren Buffett, he uses some small car, doesn't even use an iPhone. That is choice. He can afford whatever. But Kofi Brookman, you know, you don't have the luxury of choosing what you want.
mm,
So you just need to be content. It starts from there. You need to be content because most kids. That's why when you see parents, like there are some kids when they are growing up, and I mean other babies or other children have toffees, toys. They begin to cry on their parents. They want the same thing. Mommy, I want that toy. You realize some parents will spank their kids and
mhm,
like tell them not to be doing those kind of things because you grow up with it. That's when you get old and then you see people, especially the ladies.
mm,
I mean, when you're a smart kid, I mean, as a lady, you make your parents proud because they know you, and they assume you make certain smart choices
mhm,
than those that don't do well in school. I mean, it's a general perception. So when you are a smart lady and you grow up with those who are not smart and they are now driving the cars and those things,
They pay, man.
yeah, I mean,
mhm,
ladies get really affected.
mm,
They get very affected by those things. Sometimes even hair that somebody has worn, they
mm,
can't afford it.
mm,
They don't understand why that person has been able to buy that hair.
mhm,
And that is when you see when that pressure sets in for ladies
yeah.
and they are dating, that pressure automatically goes to their guys.
We push
Yeah,
it to
because
the
yeah, they,
guy.
they just they zoom in. I mean, and Charlie, if you can't get me those things, even that in their head, even that girl cry, I know their
I know the
boyfriend, Charlie.
boyfriend.
You know, so I mean, for social media to get to you, for me, I think personally it will be difficult. But peer pressure won't be so difficult. Social media, you're just seeing it online. Sometimes we rent cars and we flaunt them as if they are ours. They are not ours.
Mm,
So if you believe everything on, so sometimes people are like they're in airplanes, but It's just some bathroom, edited the background, and you think you're sitting in a private jet.
And people don't understand that.
Yeah, so for social media, honestly, social media shouldn't really get to you. But your peers can really affect you because your peers are always in your face.
Hmm.
See, unfortunately, social media too is your peers are on social
They are on
media.
social
But
media, so they flaunt the things.
social
there.
media, I think you see what you want to see.
Are you
The
sure?
way
When you're scrolling through
the way it
Instagram,
works,
I
no,
know.
the way
Your
social
friends-
media works, the algorithm is designed in such a way that it is based on what you usually search for.
Yeah, so let's say my
Your
friends.
friends.
So
You see, that's why I mixed peers and
honestly,
social
it's very
media.
difficult to mix peer pressure from social media.
Yes, that's why I
because
had
it's
to
almost
bring them
together.
together.
I don't think it's together.
No, it depends
You
on
know,
who your
if-
friends are. honestly.
Exactly.
No, but if those are the people I went to school with and they
They're
are
on social
If I'm
media.
just looking for my friends, I'll see my friends without. I'll just. You can't
Your
just even
friends
go
can
look like.
pressure you.
No, you see, if I'm just looking
So
for
like,
my
imagine someone with
Listen.
a best friend, like you said.
Yes.
Maybe as a JHS or SHS level.
Exactly.
You guys were best friends. So maybe
Mhm.
you're following each other from that point in time.
And he's
And
there,
then now the person has to level
and
down.
because of only him, it can't be social media.
But you
then
think
then
you
it's
have one
okay.
friend
You
who has
think then it's
leveled
peer
up?
pressure.
You have
So
one friend who has
Yes,
leveled up.
that's really
together.
peer
Yeah, most of the
pressure.
time those friends.
That's why I
But
mi-
it can't
that's
be
why I
easy.
merged them.
That
together.
friend of yours,
Mhm.
even if there are three, and you're seeing all of them, they post those things on social media. Because they are your friends, you get to know the actual truth of the matter. Whether whatever
if
You might
no,
not
relax.
be
true.
No, you will get to know whether whatever they are posting is actually real.
Like, you
What
remember
if it's real? What if
Yes,
it's real?
listen, if it is real, then it's not really social media pressure is like, it's for me generally it's things that you don't even know. It's things you're even
Yeah, but you can
seeing.
have people
Even
you
your
know
things
on
you're
social
even-
friends,
media.
yes.
I wouldn't refer to that as social because those are your peers.
Okay, let's
you
even
know?
take for instance, you have a best friend. Maybe
Mhm.
people lost contact and all that from
Exactly.
primary school and all that, and just one day the person's picture
You
pops
see,
up.
the reason
on-
I'm
You
saying
immediately follow
the reason
that
I'm saying
person.
it's not social media.
only for you to scroll through the person's
Uh-huh.
profile and you
The
realize
reason I'm saying
that.
that is peer pressure is because you know that person. That person is your friend.
Mhm.
It's only affecting you because you know that person.
Yeah, but you
If I
you
see
saw
if
the
I
person on
see
social
if I see
media.
Davido's picture online,
No.
Yeah,
Wait,
so it looks
I
like
mean, you see-
you have divided social media
Into two.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, social
No, we are
no,
joining
that's
everything
social
together.
media.
You see, Saka, you made an
following
example.
things on Facebook,
You
Instagram.
made an example where
Uh-huh.
maybe you have best friends, people you went to school with,
Yeah.
and then after some time you lose contact.
Mhm.
When you lose contact with these people,
Mhm.
like you're no longer in close contact with them, but you know them. And because of that, when you see them on social media, you see the kinds of lives that they are living right now. And that is pressure to you. Because then you and them were playing on the same field some time ago. And then what, 10 years down the line, wow.
Exactly.
And you know what the person is going through behind the scenes?
Yeah.
The person may look good physically, but then mentally you have no idea what the person is going through. Psychologically, you have no idea what the person is going through. Financially, they may look okay, but then for the person to even get those shots that they are taking, you have no idea what it even takes for the person to get there. Liposuction,
Say that
People
again.
are not really.
makeovers.
Yeah.
Say that
Maybe I
again.
can't afford one, or even
Do
maybe
you know
I can
social
afford
media
one,
pressure
am I
has made so
willing
many
to?
people do that?
Yeah, but am I
Exactly.
willing to put myself under that kind of risk that comes with it?
But people are ready.
Yeah, so it's your choice. What would you rather do, be alive or dead?
Hmm.
That's
I
what you
also-
should
I
think
also
about.
think-
Secondly, what extent are you willing to go to live your
To
life
get
like
those
someone
things,
else?
yeah.
Okay,
Be
fine,
someone.
you get all of those things and then
What?
Yeah.
Like, what are you looking for?
For me, I'm not really moved by these things because I was raised with contentment. So how it started was I really wanted to get my period because my friends had gotten it. So I'll wear pad and I'll put red pen ink on it.
Hey,
And when my mother lashed me, I'll never forget. My mother lashed me, took me to school, they beat me there too. That's why would I do that? But she was actually wasting money on pad. But she thought I had gotten it. And I was lying that it's 7 days. Somebody's in the studio. I said, hey, me, my own is 7 days. So, like that.
I see.
So since then, she started treating us in a different way. Maybe your friend has it, she can afford it, but she'll never get it for you. So she was trying to train us that. So me seeing those things, I have the money, but I don't want to get it, or I don't have the money, someone has it. No, my mommy can't afford it, so why should I pressure her? So I've been raised like that. So me seeing my friends, I have friends who have wigs, go straight, but then I was just looking at it, hey, you're looking pretty, and then I used to get jealous about that stuff. So I'll pressure my mommy. Mommy, I want this. Mommy, I want this. Cash. Mommy, I want to go. But then and now, she's even surprised. She's like, hey, you Ampa, you've gone to Legon and you're not asking for anything. I'm like, oh, it's normal. So me, I was raised with contentment. So I'm content with everything I have. If I can afford it, fine. If I can't, I won't stress myself at all. My friend is eating spaghetti bolognese, she's eating it. If I have curry, I'll eat it. In front of you, I'll eat it.
I mean, a lot of people,
Yeah.
you know,
The pressure on them.
Because
I
if you
think-
make it get to you, it gets to your parents. And then
Exactly.
they go through some things you want to understand, but then you can't
You won't
understand.
Would they even
understand.
talk to you about this?
You won't even know
You
about
wouldn't know.
how you are
Me,
even
she would let
pressuring them
parents have it
indirectly.
talk.
Sometimes they don't even take the pressure to their parents. They go further to do things.
That's
Guys
what I'm
go
saying.
into Yahoo, girls go into prostitution.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, these days there's, hookup. It's
And
no,
when
it's.
people will say if you give it free to somebody, you might as well make something.
Maybe
You
you
get
from
it.
it. Yes.
I mean, it's because they see their
Their
other
friends
peers.
doing it, yeah.
Not that they are doing it, they have things that they
They
wish
don't
they want.
have. Yes.
So
and
to
they
get
want
the
it.
money to afford those things,
So why not?
They
why
obviously know
not?
their parents cannot afford those things.
Exactly.
So they won't even go to their parents to ask.
plus everybody likes work and happiness. So
Oh,
I mean-
everybody.
work and happiness. I mean,
But
who
right
wouldn't-
now, okay, so why is that you're not learning the positive things? Some friends are having side hustles and all that. So why are you not learning that? You're learning the opposite.
No, because maybe I'm lazy. Side
Yeah.
hustle. My
Yeah,
friend's
yeah,
side.
some people-
My
Honestly,
friend's side hustle is
honestly,
too
I've
difficult
noticed
for
a lot
me.
of
I mean,
laziness
No,
with
yeah.
regards to the young people.
lazy
Yes,
and entitled.
yes.
You
And
know,
entitled.
So
Like,
if
there's so
you-
much laziness and
Entitlement.
entitlement
Yeah.
going
If
around.
you are sensible enough and you know you are lazy, so why do you want something that you
Because
feel
she
like-
wants
Because
She
you
feels
see
like
someone
she
else
wants
is
it.
getting it.
the person is spoiling for it?
No,
that's for some people.
no, maybe you are
Some-
friends with rich kids.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
person is not hustling.
You should be happy you are friends with rich because me, my friends that have cars, if I'm going out, I'll call you. Why are you? Pick me
Yeah, so
up.
that's
But it's
you.
not
that's
everywhere
you.
that they'll even take you.
It's by force. Why you my
So
friend?
that's you.
I
So
mean-
maybe you even have friends who respond. Imagine you have friends who
That
will
will
Who will
Mhm.
not
That will
mind
not
you,
respond.
you know.
But
Exactly.
then
Yeah,
you
but I
shouldn't
mean,
pressure
Trotro
yourself.
goes to the
Trotro is
same
there.
place.
I mean, it's even lesser.
Bolt and Uber can go to the
It's
same.
even lesser.
Oh man.
If you can't afford to go, don't go.
Don't
Mhm,
go.
mhm.
Sometimes it's hard to even say those things because as young people, sometimes you want to be part of everything
Thing that is happening.
But
There's
if you
some
have
things you don't
fine.
even need to be a part of.
But I think sometimes the social media should motivate us. So when you see
There's parts of
something,
social media
you
that
just
will-
like
that
seeing your
motivates,
friends
but then
doing
it's
No,
good.
those
It
things,
should
those
even
things,
motivate
those
you.
things will not motivate you.
No, it
No,
depends.
but
how?
Remember you
It depends.
mentioned social media, and depending on what you watch, that's
Mhm.
what keeps coming back to you.
And then there are
It's
options.
based on recommender systems.
Yeah.
Based on the more you watch it, the more the recommender systems give you the things that will recommend things
Based
to
on
you.
what
to
you
watch.
like.
If you
The-
keep watching it, it keeps
It
giving
keeps
you those
giving
things.
you-
But if you make it a point that you're going to start watching maybe motivational speeches,
That's
maybe
what
a
we
woman who you know for sure is hustling, not the one that never shows you her hustle,
But
then
she's
they're always showing
motivating
you the
you.
money
Yeah.
she's gaining from that hustle.
Mhm.
You can begin to follow people who would impact you positively.
Mhm.
People find people on social media all the time and even start business from them.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it honestly depends on you, what you want to do. If you want to give your body
Even
out all
even
the time
even
for
even
those
with
things,
your
fine.
friends, you can still get motivated from them. So if we're together and then one person is doing so well, you can get motivated. I know where Stagger started from.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I
if he
also
can
start-
make it, I
I
can
mean, you
make
don't know
it.
where I started
And
from.
so-
Okay, but you see, another thing we can also do to benefit each other is that I know people when they make it, it's so difficult for them to tell their friends how
How?
they made it. I mean,
It's not
why?
difficult, though. You see, I mean, in Africa, I think this thing is an
Mhm.
African problem.
Okay.
They don't want you to be at par with them.
Why?
Why?
You know, the power play, I'm always the one with enough resources. I'm always the one with more money. You should
So
see me
always
that
come to
way.
So
me.
you want
Hmm.
someone to take
Even
your-
if you have money, I'll have more than you. You get it? I don't mind you getting money too, but I don't
But the
want
way
you
to be
pass
too
my
much
level.
on you, if all your friends are
I
calling you,
mean,
please, I need
that's
50
where my
cents.
No, they won't
I'm
give-
happy
they won't
my
give- I won't
friends
give
have
you.
money.
Why?
No.
Then you're
Then
not
you
a
have
good
good
friend.
friends.
I'm not even
Then you're
saying-
part
I'm
of
not
those kind of friends
not
that
even
will
talking
mount
about
pressure
me.
on their
I'm
friends.
not even talking about-
If I don't have money,
you know-
she tells me I'll cater for the bills.
Listen,
Hmm.
That is it. But if
Listen,
you don't want to give, you have my
people,
friend.
people, black people,
Hmm.
African people enjoy putting pressure on you.
Hmm.
Most people enjoy it. They enjoy the fact that they are the one with the car.
Hmm.
Yeah, they come to pick you up anyway. But
Yeah.
like they are the one in the driver's
It doesn't
seat.
make any
That's
sense.
nonsense.
So-
What looks better than we were hustling together?
Together,
and now we have made
well,
it together.
That
Okay,
is-
what if
that
we
is
want to
because
go to
you
the
don't
beach and
have
then
it.
we
So
are
it feels
homeboys?
you
It's
see,
so
because
nice.
you
I
don't
mean-
have it.
Stagger.
No, because you are the one who doesn't have it. It sounds better to you that wow. It sounds better to see that.
No,
oh,
the
no,
one
no,
that
no,
you
no,
have
those
to
who-
converse, what
I
kind
think
of
it's
those
that-
who have it don't see it that way.
No,
no,
people
no.
who have it who want to make sure that
Everybody
everyone
around them
is
If
good.
we are taking a poll or we are even counting numbers, they'll be like 10 out of 100.
But that's not the right
messed up.
thing.
No,
It's
that
not right.
society is the way that
That's not the
Yes,
right
it is not
thing.
right, but that's the situation.
So if
That is how
If
come
you
you
want to build wealth, even you as a person, like you can't be so rich and have all the
so
money.
let
in the
me
world.
so let me
you
ask
So if
have to
you
help
want
everyone
yes,
around you is
it's
good.
okay. It's even
Because then
people
when you
help
need money,
you.
who do you go to?
so what's
If you are the
What
richest
if you-
person in your
exactly.
group and you need money,
Who will you go to?
and then even with your birthday and stuff,
Mhm.
your friends are poor. What
Mhm.
gifts are you expecting from them?
Nothing.
You don't expect anything.
Because you can sort
Because
yourself.
No, because no. I mean, birthday gifts. Why do you even expect
So
birthday
okay,
gifts?
your wedding, your friends.
I mean,
are
is it
coming,
by
your
force?
friends are dressed in certain
Exactly.
clothes.
You're
You
doing
be
wedding
for
and then your
wedding to
friends
be like
cannot
that.
even come and spray
Me,
you.
I will
Okay,
link you,
the
but
the
don't
questions
come
you're
to my
asking me
wedding.
are personal because
No,
I mean, if I
no,
know,
no,
if
no,
I
no,
thought,
we are looking
if,
at general
if I
things
answer
that
these
are
questions, you
happening.
see, so let's generalize it. If I answer these questions, I mean, me, I don't care.
Okay.
No, but
I don't, I'm not
angle
bothered
with which
what
you're
you wear,
coming
you
from,
know.
the angle with which you're coming
Mhm.
from. I'm sure you don't care that your friend, your good
friend
you're
is not
traveling
okay
fine,
and you
you're
are
getting
okay.
married and cannot come to your wedding because they have. You
don't
care,
have
my
money.
goodness,
Listen,
you care.
if my friend will not come to my wedding like that.
Exactly.
But that's the way
Where
you're
you
saying.
are.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe your
That's what I'm saying,
poverty
the
or where
parents
you
are
are
personal,
right
you know.
now.
I am different.
Okay.
Okay, but generally these things happen. That is why friendships break up. It's because of these things. You
Okay.
realize there's a clique
So
of
things
people.
like that a friendship
They've grown up
breaks
together, but at a certain stage, oh, but I thought this guy is your friend. Charlie, nah, I mean, we don't
I think
even
has
talk
leveled
again.
up, so the person has moved
You
on.
see, we don't
But
even talk like that
ideally-
again. Why? It's just because of a change in level.
Yeah, but you see, people can
It
change
shouldn't
in
have
level,
changed the friendship,
but
but it
don't
did.
move away
From the
their
people
But
that
it
they
does.
started with.
Not all the time. I know
Most
people
of the
who are
time.
struggling and hustling right now just so that they have money. If it
Mhm.
was just them, they
They're
are
okay.
they are
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
But they are still hustling because the people around them are not okay yet. And they want to make sure that if I am here, I'm able to give you connections for you to get here with me. They don't even care about being over them. They don't even mind being under them a little bit. They just want to make sure that you are not stressing me all the time. You're good, I am good. We meet, we are
Because
happy.
you even be fed up every day. Your
Exactly.
friends.
I
If
think-
your
I
clique
think-
of
I
friends
think
are
this
not
thing-
okay, then I don't see why you should be okay.
This thing we are even talking about, it doesn't happen.
Are you
Like
sure?
it's 1 in 1,000. You know,
It
listen, you are in
does.
class,
Happen.
you're writing
Okay.
exam. Charlie, show me number one be what? Charlie, me if I know if you do am.
That's
But this
what
person will get 100.
Those
You see,
people is especially
These things, not be today. No,
So
like
then that one after you go and pray on the person.
No.
Because why
these
you
things.
like-
Dey.
But that one
The
is
person
it-
is your friend.
Yeah.
The person is like your very close friend, though. But maybe the person is smarter than you.
But when you
You
learn-
eat together, do everything together.
And the
But
person cannot cheat with you in an
oh
exam.
yeah,
No,
what's that?
That is wicked.
hold on. I don't think
So
so.
it's never happened
I
to you?
honestly don't think
No.
so.
You never had stories like that.
I don't think so. Let me
Mm.
tell you something. I'm like that. If you come in an exam room, I would never mind you.
Mhm.
This is the reason. It's not because of wickedness. I am afraid.
of getting caught.
Because if I get caught, because
You
of
see,
you,
I'm
Yes.
not saying.
and I know where
I'm not.
coming
I'm
from.
not saying it's because of. I don't even care about the reason.
No,
But I'm
no,
saying-
but if you say like that, it makes
I'm
it almost
saying-
sound as if the person is being
Wicked.
wicked.
No, you see, I'm saying this is the situation.
No,
How it got
consider
there,
it different.
I mean, we don't know, but that is the
Consider it
situation.
differently. I know where I'm coming
Look.
from. Maybe I know that you cry, your parents can pay for you, and even if you get into trouble, you're good.
You're okay.
Maybe I know that no matter what I do, like that my parents can
Look,
pay.
there are people that their parents have connections.
Okay.
Me then you all go JSS, SS, high school, university, you've done national service. I don't have a job. I see that you have a job, but like, if as you are saying, if we are really close friends and there are people who are good like that who want to see all their friends succeed. You've seen that I don't have a job. You know, most of the time you catch up. Oh, how far? Child, I still says job. Oh. You know very well your parents have connections. Do I have to come and even beg you before you tell me that? Oh,
No,
let me
I
ask my
understand where you're
and
coming
this-
from.
And even
Africans
these
like
people,
power.
exactly,
We
these
like
people
power.
are people that you even pitch it to them, Charlie. Won't you even speak? Oh, my mommy, you know, they are not like that. So unless there's no job nowadays, they'll give you all the excuses in the world. Meanwhile,
No.
your same parents found a job for you.
Okay. So
But
what if
they
you
use their
think-
connections
what
to
if
find
you
it
think
for
they
you.
have connections,
But they don't.
But they don't.
This is I'm saying they do.
But
I
you know
don't
that
think they
sometimes
do.
even
They
if
do.
they pitch their idea to their parents, they know their parents better.
Their parents
They know that their parents might
That's why I
not
say,
want to take that
unfortunately,
sacrifice.
we all
Do you know
have
So
when
you see, that's why I'm
you
saying-
recommend someone
That
to
is why I'm
someone?
saying I'm not even bothered
They are
about
vouching
the reason
for that
to,
person.
but that is the situation.
So, but you see, sometimes
These
the
things are
reasons-
going on.
The reasons help. Like, if you look at the fact that people have perspectives to everything,
Yes.
you would honestly begin to think about why maybe this person is not doing this, maybe because of some reason or the other that you really don't understand. For all you know, your parents can hook you up because your parents know that in case of anything, I can vouch
For
you.
this, exactly.
But okay, I'm going to hook your friend up.
Can I vouch? Do I really know
It
this
depends
your
on your
friend?
friend to vouch for you to your parents.
No, friend.
What if you
Maybe I
don't?
can go and tell my mother that, oh, I trust this person, I trust this person.
What
And
if
if
anything
you're about
happens?
seeing something about this friend of yours,
Your parents can only
not
take
real.
your
they
word
can't
for it.
really.
No,
No, yes,
Your
your parents can't take your
exactly,
word for it.
exactly.
Yeah, they can't.
Not on all
No, I'm
situations.
saying that is all they can do.
Not on all
No.
situations.
That is all they can do, but they will choose to do it.
They won't. They won't
Do you
want
understand?
to.
Because then my
They don't
parents
want to
don't know.
end
They
the
don't know my
relationship
friends.
they've had
I
with
can't talk
someone
I
for
don't think
over.
I'll ever link you. I won't do that. I won't put myself
Exactly.
Then you see,
Once
you
it's
see,
friends
you
do or
see,
something, they come to
you see. Then your point you are making, you are
No,
just supporting because you see if this is
No,
the
I'm
case.
talking about personally.
Let's even take
Like,
it away
for you
from.
as a person. It's not that you're going through someone to vouch you. You as a person,
But
you
it's all
made
part of
in
it.
life. You can hook your friend up. Maybe let's say you
You
have
started a business.
You have a business,
But Rosa,
You
and
can-
maybe the business that you are in, maybe it's a construction of a building. You know that your friend is an architect. Hook your friend
Yeah,
up.
how
as an
no?
architect.
How do you think I made it?
I don't get that.
Exactly. You've seen that I've made it. You've seen that I've made. So you are expecting that maybe I'll hook my friends up. But maybe me to somebody connected me. So for me to hook you up, I need you to go through the same connection. If I'm unable to vouch for you to that person, then that's when I'm not a
Okay,
good
so if you're
friend.
unable to vouch
Do you
for your
understand?
friend, are you able to tell your friend that maybe for this and this reason it's difficult for me to
Those friends won't even tell you. Those are the friends who will make excuses.
And these are not
No,
No, but you know,
And
no,
then
if the friend sees
I
an
am saying
opportunity,
these are the things that are happening.
see, if a friend sees an opportunity that he or she knows that my friend can fit in, and that friend does not recommend you, then that's bad. But you,
It's bad, yeah, it's bad.
yes,
It's
but
bad.
you having someone and you now vouching for your friend
Mhm.
can be another ball game altogether.
I mean,
Because if
you can only do
anything-
your best, so you should. You understand? Yeah, you should do that. It's like
It still
it's like
comes with
me.
when there is an opportunity.
yes.
When there
You
is
see,
an
Saga, all we are
opportunity,
saying is that when you have the opportunity to do something for your friends,
do it.
do it. But if you want to make it you alone every time that you're going out, then hey, you're the only one
Only you,
to pay for the
yes.
bills.
Have you ever
Don't
heard
even
this
get
thing?
tired.
Let me
Exactly.
let me let you.
Your
let
money
me,
will be coming down.
let me bring this thing.
Exactly, you know
It will not
you
come
know
down.
money.
It will not come down.
But
Let me. Let me.
No, you
If people are,
it wouldn't
if
come
people
down.
are contributing to
Just
pay bills, today I'm the one that paid the bill.
Listen.
Tomorrow you are the one.
You
Next
see these videos
Listen, oh.
where when they finish eating, then they all put their
exactly.
It's
It's
nice.
nice.
It is nice. It is nice.
No, see, I'm saying it's nice in this case where it is you and let's say like the way we are all here, it's you and your friends who have been hustling, all of you are at that level. But if you have leveled up and then you go and find friends who are at that level and then you're doing that one is not too nice because it's expected. But then imagine that all of you
You
come
see,
out together.
this is what I said in the beginning. You are saying it's not too nice because that friend of yours has it. To him, those friends that he's met now, that is nice. Yes, you see, everybody loves power play.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Let me
African
just
issue.
bring this instance. You understand it more. There are friends, okay. They have a very rich friend. They'll go out. The friend will pay all the bills. We spread them. Today. The friend will spread everything. What do you want to do? Drink, eat, everything. But when they leave there, the next morning, Charlie, I'm broke. I need this thing to start this thing. Charlie, I don't get money. They'll never give you that. They will not give it to you.
I don't know why they do that.
Yes, they won't give you that handout, that help. But when it's let's go out and chill, oh yeah, they'll chill you.
Then that's a greedy friend.
It's not
Yes.
greedy.
Self-
That friend is rather greedy. He has it, you don't have it.
You, the one
How is he greedy?
He's
the one
selfish.
who
Me, I have it. How am I
He's
greedy?
selfish.
Yes, but he wants.
He's a selfish
And that is what I am saying. That is the situation.
Okay, so in
nowadays.
all,
Unless of course, you know there are cases where you have tried everything possible to help people
some
around
person.
and the
those
person is
those
not
situations
every time
also
you're giving the
happen.
person money.
Right now.
The person will
The
squander
person
the
will-
money, or the person will not use the money to do the
Yes.
business that you
Or
stole the
go and
person.
lavish
Then you
out
can leave the
and-
person at that point. You tried your best.
But then if where you can go and spread me, so she said when it's vice is there,
You are there.
But then when it comes to virtue, you know,
Yeah.
nah. Even me that you even want to spread, you can't even go with you again because then
You will go.
But what is I will go.
You know why
No,
you
no,
go?
no.
I won't go.
Okay,
No.
maybe personally, but
No, then it
generally,
means we all
No,
have to
for
get
me-
to the point where you value yourself.
Value
so much
yourself,
that you realize
yeah.
that this person doesn't want what's best
Give
for
yourself
you.
value.
anyway, that's
So-
But in all of this,
Mhm.
I think social media pressure, peer pressure, I think maybe, in my opinion, I think parents have a role to play. The reason is that if you are very exposed, certain things don't get to you. So if you take your kids out, you know, let them go to the places, as a kid, take them to the parks.
What if you can't afford it?
No, you see, no, you can always control an environment. If you can't afford to take your kid to the park, there's a cheaper option. Okay,
Even at home,
if you
you can
can't, yeah,
create something.
if you can't get your kids video games, you can buy them Legos. Like,
You see, by exposure, when you talk about
no,
exposure,
you see,
it's there.
no, there are
It's that
no,
level.
no, Rosa. Majority of kids, we are okay. Oh. Yeah, we are okay. There are people that have never played with toys.
Yeah, I get that.
No, and there are many. No, let's.
No, but
There
you
are many.
realize that those
These
people
kids
also,
selling
they
on the
live in
streets.
their own,
And they are happy
environment.
there,
They're
you
happy.
know.
Honestly, sometimes I look at
You see,
these
those.
Kanayo and those things, their kids, and they are laughing in the streets. And I'm like,
That's
but how
their
do they
group.
even
Those are,
afford
you see,
a
They're content with
smile?
what they
that is
have.
their space. Oh.
You see, just like
But
what
if
you
that
said.
person, listen, if that person was, the mom has hustled and everything, the person has grown up, okay, ended up in Legon. Me too, I'm a DB, I've ended up in Legon. Do you know how oppressive Legon can be?
But you feel that oppression, like she said, only if you
It's
want
up to you.
You see,
But that
sometimes it
person,
still goes
this is new
just
to
like
that
you
person.
said,
This person is now
Stagger.
seeing all these things.
Stagger, just like you said,
Mhm.
sometimes it goes back to our parents when we are growing up. You see, your parents will tell you, can't you see how that child is behaving? Maybe you could go out, sit somewhere, and then your own child, let me say your own child is playing anyhow, and then another person's child is well behaved. And then you come back, you say, can't you see the way the other child is behaving? Comparison. So it starts from the home. And then when the child grows up, the child is always forced to compare himself or herself
But
with
that comparison
other
is a
people.
positive one.
It's not.
No, sometimes it's
not
It
negative.
starts like that by psychological. You see, sometimes we do so many things that we don't realize we are training our children psychologically. You're always shouting at your kids. You're building timidity in their brains. You don't realize it. You just feel like I'm correcting the child.
Or you feel you're the bigger
You're in
person there.
charge.
Yeah.
But you are building timidity and you are
Literally.
killing the child's confidence. Anytime the child wants to do something, they are so scared that you're going to shout at them that now they begin to grow up, and taking up leadership roles is
It's
even
a
a
problem.
problem for that
It's a
child.
problem.
So back to what you're saying. I get it. Like I said, it's hard to see your friends making it more than you. It's hard to see people leveling up way more than you can even imagine. Like it's like some people just level up overnight.
Yeah.
And you cannot even say it's not hard. It
You-
is hard. Anyone who is higher than you, it is hard to accept it. But what is the fact of the matter? What do you need to do to get to that point? If it is more than you can physically handle, if it is more than you can mentally handle, if it is more than your training allows you to do, why do you want
Why
to do
worry?
it?
Why do you even want to get to that point? Trevor? That's the
No,
question.
ideally,
you ask
I
yourself.
don't think there's
grow.
anything wrong with ambition.
You have to
No, you
grow.
see, to have your ambition.
No,
Sometimes
everyone's ambition
people
is
want
based
to
on looking at someone
misinterpret
else. How
contentment.
you have ambition?
But
if you
it
don't
shouldn't
look
be
at
Sometimes you
that.
want to misinterpret contentment.
Mhm.
When they say you should be content with what you have, like be okay, be satisfied, that does not mean that you should not have dreams.
Yeah.
Or you
I'm
should
not
not have
saying that.
aspirations.
What do you think
Some
dreams
people
are
can be
based
so
see,
on?
contented, like they don't care, they don't want to go further.
What do you think
Why
dreams
should
are
your
based
dreams
on?
the
be
role
based
models
on what you are seeing that someone is
I
accomplishing?
look at Elon Musk today. I see the kind of control he has.
Mhm.
I'm seeing it. That is what I want.
You see what Elon Musk.
It's not that
is
I want
doing.
his money.
No, I
necessarily.
understand your
Maybe I
point.
want his influence.
I understand you want the influence. You
Yeah,
see,
no, like I'm saying that you look at someone,
What-
you realize where you want to be.
it shouldn't be.
How?
Why?
How
The
else?
reason is, if you look at all these influential people in the world, if you look at what they've ventured into, the spaces that they've ventured into, I can tell you, Elon Musk, there was nobody in that space. Who was he looking up to? Bill Gates, who was he looking up
No,
to?
but maybe they looked up to someone,
Buffett,
got
who was he
there,
looking
and
at?
And then
realized that
they
there's more.
stepped up.
You see, there's so many things in books,
Mhm.
right? That is not on social media.
Mhm.
That's why they say an African man, the black man doesn't read,
Read.
which is why we are where we are. There's so much in books that has
Easy.
been written down, which is what people are looking at to get the things
I believe
that they
you
are
should
getting.
just know yourself, okay? Know where you want to get to, regardless of
What's happening around you?
regardless of any
Like the boy in
external
the
factors.
village.
Okay,
What does he see that
And
makes
who
him
does he look
want
up
to be
to?
better
Yeah.
than he is? It's probably that city person who goes and comes.
Comes.
You see, dreams are based on the things that you either you have a very
Rosa,
wild
let me
imagination.
be very practical with you. If we go to the village and we ask the kids in the village what their ambitions are, out of 100 kids, okay, I can bet you get less than 10 saying they would want to be medical doctors, saying they would want to be engineers, saying they want to be whatever pilots.
Because they've not seen.
It's like
Not because they've not seen.
But
No, you are saying it's because of that
what
city
What do
boy.
you think they will want
Hey,
to
what do
be?
you think they would want to be?
Probably farmers.
No, that's not true.
You know, probably no, not like
That's not true.
no, seriously.
that's
I
not
don't
true.
think so. I don't
That's
agree.
not
No,
true. That's
seriously.
I don't agree. You
That's
see,
not true.
unfortunately,
What do you think they
for us,
want to
everybody
be?
has an innate nature to be better than they are, or to be better than their parents are.
Mhm.
Most of the time, it is as you grow up and then the world compresses you in, then you stop dreaming. I feel like that's what happens. But there's no child you meet today who will tell you that I want to be a farmer. And even if the child tells you I want to be a farmer, maybe it is the dream
Rosa,
that it is what they are seeing right
Rosa,
now.
right
They're
now
seeing
that they are
my
looking
father
at
is a
it.
farmer
Yes.
and everybody's respecting him.
Yes.
But as soon as they meet someone else,
They
they're
want
like,
to
"No,
talk
I want to be
yes,
better than that
You
person."
shouldn't look at
No,
people.
they are not. You see, they look at what's around them.
It's like going to an orphanage and some
It's-
white man comes there to maybe give them things. You see, almost every child said they want to be like that to grow.
Mm.
It is, see,
True.
if you want to look at things like maybe Joseph in the Bible and the things that he was
Yes.
dreaming about, it never made sense to him until he got exposed. Until he gets
So-
exposed, you don't. I don't know how to put it.
I think I understand what he's saying. I also understand what we are saying. It all depends on personality. That's it. Some people they don't really care. They don't really care. They are there. Even when you try to push
ambition
them,
is
it's just
good.
like you giving your friend money to become something, and the friend is not motivated to do that. That is why the friend is squander the
Those
money.
people just
Yes,
don't
those
have
people-
it. They don't have that. vision.
Yes, so people differ. The opportunity that you get, I might get the same opportunity, and I will not make
You see,
very good use
the
of it.
reason
like
why the
you
reason
make
why I
good
was
use of
counting
it.
what you were saying is you might be pressured into following somebody's dream. You see, if you're looking at somebody and saying, okay, I want to get well, you might be pressured into following their dream.
I think what I'm saying
You know,
is not
like-
really following their dream. Oh. It's more
They're
where they
motivating
are.
you
Yeah,
to
it's more
get
where
to
they
be
are.
better.
I would want to be, if not there or more, at least close.
More like a
You see some of them like Donald Trump talking
Mhm.
about how he got what I can't remember the exact amount of money, but a small loan of what $1 million or something like that. I can't remember what it was $1 million. So he gets in a small loan in his mind, a small loan of $1 million to start his business.
So
Can
another
you imagine what
person-
he is dreaming about?
Mhm,
Because his loan was a small loan of $1 million. His dream is way beyond what I am even dreaming about. Because me, maybe a small loan of 1,600, I mean, I won't get it. So sometimes it's as you get there, when you enter those spaces, then you begin to meet people who even know better
Better
you think
than
that
you.
you are even
You're
so
able to
smart
keep-
until you meet someone, you're like, oh my god, I
yes,
never
you're
thought about
down,
this.
so you
Then
need
as
to
you
come
go on, you meet someone else, you're like, oh my god. So
Then
these
you
people
build
may
build
never
yourself and you
really-
become better.
Yeah, you get better as you go. But your dream is always based on it starts from somewhere.
Okay, so let us say in general, I'm going to ask all of us one after the other. What's that one advice you would give to a parent, you would give to a child, and you would give to a young person growing up? I'm sure children would watch, maybe people, just like you said, if you're still under your parents, they still have control over you. So what's that one advice in conclusion that you would give to a parent, you give to a child, and you give to a young person that's maybe probably on your own and you can make decisions for yourself? What's that one advice you give to that person?
Let me start from the child.
Yeah.
So if we are looking at someone who is under their parents.
Yes.
I'll say listen, learn, educate yourself. And by education, I don't even just mean intellectual work or academic work. Read wide. Right now, you have so much resources. There's the internet. You can search for anything that you can think of. But listen to your parents. In as much as they are not of our generation, and we tell them that they are old-fashioned and things like that. There's this saying that what an older person will see
Sitting down.
you won't even see from the tallest tree. They are facts. They may not know the exact issues that you may come across, but they may have an idea or a broad spectrum of this way that you are going, it won't help you. These friends that you are keeping, they won't help you. This thing that you want to do, maybe go about it this way. Listen as much as possible. I would also say that talk, open up. Don't keep everything to yourself. Right now, there's a lot of things that young people are going through that if only they spoke to their parents, they'll find it so much easier. And let me come to parents. Listen, I know it's hard,
Yeah.
but let's listen. Let's listen to these young people. Let's not force them to do things that we wish we had done, or let's not make them live the kinds of life that we would have wished that we had lived. Let's listen to them. There are things they may want to do. You may not necessarily agree with them, but try to get to where they are. Let them talk to you. Maybe you see where their line of thinking is. It may not be the exact way that they should go, but you may end up talking to your friends and colleagues and people who will be more specialized in those areas to help them. You can get them someone to talk to. Also, let's not force the young people to marry. They are not ready. So many people get into marriages and they can't even come and talk to you, the parents, because they are sad, they are depressed, they don't have anybody to talk to. The men are not treating them well. Let me also say that some women are not treating the men well.
Yeah.
It's marriage is hard. It takes a lot of mental fortitude to stay in a marriage. And it's between two people. Don't force your kids to get married. Older people who are not who are not under their parents, her life is hard.
I know, right?
Don't kill yourself. Don't let social media influence you too much. Watch it. If you have to cry, cry. But then wake up the next morning and keep hustling.
True.
It may get better. I won't promise that it will be better. It may get better. It may get worse. But the most important thing is that we have life. We have focus. Stay focused. Make friends. Don't live life alone. You will die. Make friends. Go out. Meet people. Go
Network.
out of your comfort zone and hopefully it gets better.
Thank you so much, Rosa. So, Saga, the last word.
Before I
All
say
of this
anything, I think men treat women better in marriages than women.
Hey, Saga.
Let's
let's not
start
Before-
there. We are ending this.
before I
Let's
say
not
anything,
go there.
just to correct Rosa.
Oh, but
She
It's
said
actually-
go the other way.
No, no, no,
women.
no. She realized she was making a mistake. So I'm really treating it that
Let's not
men
do
treat
this.
women better. It's
Let's
not even
not
an
do this.
argument.
Because
Let's
Ah, yeah,
not
that's
even
it.
go there.
No, we're not doing this. I'm just
let's
getting
not
that
even
in
go
the
there.
way so that
Yo.
we know that yes, men
Okay,
treat
so women
Okay.
treat men well.
good.
Okay.
Good. Women are worse. But
Women
I
are-
want
what do you
women
mean by
in
that?
You want to say women are worse?
Women are
Can I give
worse?
my last word?
No, you guys say women are worse and want to give your last word.
Anyway.
Women are genetically better.
Yeah.
That is
True.
not fact. I can prove it.
Saga,
women
we
know?
are not here to
Okay.
prove
What
that
did women
fact.
know in the beginning?
We are-
What do you mean?
It's
by
not that
the
education
beginning?
has let women even know.
Hey!
Are you telling me?
This is you see, you guys are trying.
What
You
did God
three
actually
ladies,
say when women
three ladies trying to pressure me. Trying to pressure me. We are talking about pressure. We are talking about pressure. You guys are trying to pressure me. You are trying to pressure me.
No.
You are trying to pressure me to
Don't
accept
even
what
try. No,
I mean.
answer my question. Answer my
I
question.
won't be pressured.
Answer my question.
I won't be pressured. I will not pressure.
What did
I will- I
God
will not
women
be
are
pressured.
worse.
No, Staga, what did God
will not
say?
be
What did God
pressured.
say?
Answer, what did God say? When he was making
How did
making-
God say?
what did God
What
say?
did
He
God
said
say?
man will need what? Just a man by himself. What would you do? You cannot even
Please,
try.
Saga just wants this
Man will name every animal for the garden. Man will name every tree.
So why didn't
Man
God
will
leave you alone?
Man
Why
will
didn't
every
God
tree.
leave you alone? Why didn't God
She
leave
really
you
needs
alone?
you.
everything.
God know us on our opinion. God,
He did that.
You don't have to know.
You realize that you can't do it.
Of course,
I'm sure the name star that you gave was somewhere
We're wrong.
The woman
We
had
have
to
to
correct
help.
them.
Saga, your
I
last
name
word.
lion. So the woman come the one.
I'm pretty sure you didn't name it
lioness.
lion. I'm sure you named it Noel or something, and the woman corrected it to lion. Please, give your last word.
Your
This is
last
pressure.
word.
You know this is pressure.
not-
Oh no, your last word.
If you didn't need one,
Anyway.
God would not have seen that.
Are you so knowledgeable than God? Okay.
Pressure.
Your last word.
This is the pressure we are talking about. This is peer pressure. But anyway, I would start with the parents. What was I even going to say? I've been pressured to forget, but I was going to start with it. I think parents should learn to have a very good relationship with their children.
Mm.
Okay, so that the children will be able to come to them with anything, talk to them about anything. You see, in that case, when the children see something out there and they're able to come to you with it, you, the parents who knows better, you'll be able to know, take this path, guide the child in the right so that they don't get pressured, by what they see out there. We can get pressured, at as young as 3 years, 4 years, based on what we are seeing in school.
Mhm.
I have examples, but so parents should really, really foster very good relationships. That those times are when everything you're shutting up your child, you can't speak. There are visitors here, go into your room,
Mm.
those things make your child timid. Even coming to you becomes an issue
Issue.
with certain things. So I think parents should learn to foster very good rapport with their children. It's good to discipline the child, but do it in a way that the child can also open up. Okay. There are so many pressures that could be curtailed if your child can talk to you. If
Right.
your child can come to you with anything, you won't go through some pressures that they go through. Secondly, I think as a young guy or as a young lady who's growing up, you should learn from everything, things you see, read, educate yourself, because the more you don't know, the more you are prone to pressure. But the more you know, the less anyone can pressure you, the less anything can even pressure you. Okay, because people get pressured because they don't know. For lack of knowledge. But the more you know, nothing really can get to you like that. So, educate yourself. Like for guys, for instance, certain guys get pressured into doing drugs because they don't know. They don't know what they are even doing. People value acceptance.
Mm.
So if I'm unable to come to Rosa, because if I come to Rosa and Rosa offers me an alcoholic beverage and I say I don't drink, Rosa will see me somewhere. Are you there, you
Mm.
John?
Mm.
Yeah, the youth value acceptance.
Yeah.
You know, if they are not accepted by their peers, it's hell. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
it's like World Cup. They want to fit in. You see, so but if you know, like, no, me, I can't drink alcohol because I have this issue. Some people have ulcer and things,
Mhm.
but they'll still go and sit there and they'll be drinking it because if they don't drink it, their peers won't move with them, won't go out with them again. So you know that you have ulcer, you have a certain medical issue, or maybe you don't even know. You don't know the effects that the alcohol can have on you.
Mhm.
So I think people should educate themselves and read, learn from everything. If you know, pressure can't really get to you. And then I think also the last thing I want to say is I won't even use contentment. I think just work for what you want.
Mm.
Yeah, just sometimes we misinterpret contentment. We become happy with poverty. Yeah,
Yeah.
but work for what you want. It shouldn't be what you are seeing that someone has.
Mhm. Mhm.
Maybe the person has a G Wagon because they want a G Wagon. Maybe you've never even thought of getting a G Wagon, but because you've seen the person has a G Wagon, and now you work your whole life till retirement and you won't even be able to buy G
Right,
Wagon
you
because
are.
that money is not small money. You don't have to be asking how the person got a G Wagon. No, just focus on that goal that you set, that short goal that you set of getting an I-10. Or get after getting the item, use it for Uber, you get more money. So if you had focused on that, you'd have even made more. But now that you're focused on someone's G Wagon all your life, you'll be working to fit in society. So these are the things I would want to say, just educate yourself, work for what you want. Okay, then you'll be fine.
Thank you so much, Princess.
So for the parents, all I say is stop making comparisons with your children. For all you know, the person you're comparing me to is doing something bad, and then you compare me, I'm compelled to do what the person, and now
Mm-hmm.
you come and complain.
Mm-hmm.
So you are literally tuning my mind to confusion. What do you want from me? Is it this or is it that?
Yeah.
Yes, so the comparison sometimes is too much, parents. Please. The comparison,
That's
please.
true.
The comparison should be at a minimum. once in a while you can compare, but again, they are that you have to compare. And for the younger ones, learn to take control of your mindset and what you want in life. So taking control of yourself and then try limiting your social media coverage. You're always on social media, you're always on social media. It feeds you with everything on social media. So you're not content with what you have, and you have this perception that even if you were not on it, you shouldn't have had that perception. So social media, that's where the pressure comes from. If you're always there, you see this. You can't even get one particular goal that you want because you always see different
Confused.
things like the G Wagon, you see G Wagon, you see Porsche, you see all type of cars. And right now to social media no so like you understand. So you wouldn't know what you want if you are always on social media. So you limit it. Maybe your leisure time you come to social media. You equip yourself with doing stuff. So it's not always on social media. You can be learning a skill, you can be reading, you can be doing other stuff out of social media. And for the peer pressure, it is there. You can't escape it. So just pray about especially the jealousy, because jealousy is not a small thing that you can say, oh. So you just pray about it and then try your best not to be jealous. Because you being jealous of someone is so jealous of you. You never know.
True.
So pray about jealousy, and then the older people, right? The older people. I'm a child, so I can't advise you. but
Lovely
then
advice.
But then make friends. Yes, make friends.
Thank you so much, Princess. I want to say thank you so much, Rosa, Staga, Princess. Thank you so much for coming on the channel. I really do appreciate, and I'm sure our viewers also appreciate your points, your um, ideas about pressure, and I'm sure they've learned one or two. So thank you so much for coming. I really do appreciate it. And we hope to see you again on the channel, right?
Yeah.
You'll be coming again, right? You are promising them.
If we are in Ghana, they will come.
Okay, that's right. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I'm sure you've been able to learn one or two. Please watch this video over and over and over again. This topic might sound trivial. This topic might sound very casual, but trust me, it has led so many into depression. So many have committed suicide because of pressure, and we don't want you to be one. Okay, we want you to live a better life. Thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel, turn on the bell notification so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. And until we meet next time, do not forget to always smile because you're beautiful when you do. Bye.
Bye bye.